The fantasy narrative woven around the September 11 attacks, marketed and sold by the deep state mainstream media, goes like this. The United States, via the CIA, created, financed, and directed Osama bin Laden and al-Qaeda in the 80s to counter the Soviet Union in Afghanistan. Right after the fall of the Soviet Union, the US pulled out of all that, left all those partnered jihadi terrorists alone, and lo and behold, those former CIA jihadi partners, aka al-Qaeda, got bigger and more sophisticated, turned around, and targeted the United States with major terror attacks. Thus, this sums up what made 9/11 happen: blowback. While the first part of this fantasy rings true, pretty much admitting to something that took place over a decade before the September 11 terror attacks, the second half is an utter lie so very easily proved by hundreds of documented facts.
Of course, there was a lot of discussion on international politics. With a bit of a historic perspective, Vladimir Putin brought up what he called attempts by the US in the past 3 decades to destabilize Russia through backing the radical Islamist terrorists in the North Caucasus. And he said that Russia's even got evidence of that.
Что касается информационной и политической поддержки, то это не нуждается в доказательствах. Это было очевидно для всех. Это же публично делалось, открыто. А что касается оперативной поддержки, финансовой, у нас есть такие доказательства. И более того, некоторые из них мы представили нашим американским коллегам.
So the president went on to say that he gave this information directly to George W. Bush, to which the U.S. president back then said, wow, well, we'll look into this. But according to Vladimir Putin, it only ended there. So there was no further action.
In the second episode of my Operation Gladio B series, I'll be talking about documented facts, making it clear that the CIA-Al-Qaeda partnership continued, expanded, and flourished further after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991 through the September 11 attacks and after. CIA-NATO Operation Gladio B partnered with and directed al-Qaeda operatives in many operations, including the Balkan Wars, Chechnya, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Xinjiang, and beyond. The direct links between the CIA's Chechen leg and operatives and the September 11, 2001 terror attacks. Here we go. Let's begin. Operation Gladio B Part 2, CIA Terror Web from Afghanistan to Chechnya and 9/11. You can subscribe to Newsbud to access and tune into my series. Thank you all. This is Sibel Edmonds reporting for Newsbud.